Hey, Nick.
Hi, Craig.
Welcome to The Shot. It's E3 2012. It's time to go crazy. It's Gamer Christmas, right?
Yeah,
That's
so in
right.
celebration, we're counting down the 10 things we want to see most from the big three.
That's right, and you're probably going to see a lot of us because, well, the event hasn't happened yet, so we don't have B-roll of it. So if you don't like our ugly faces, fuck off. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick.
For ScrewAttack's top 10 things we want to see from, Microsoft.
At E3 2012.
Number 10.
So in 2006, when this baby came out, everyone was like, oh, sweet, lightsaber fights, it's gonna be awesome, woo, woo, woo. But that never really happened.
And then a couple years later, this thing came out and everyone's like, oh, sweet, Star Wars fights, woo, 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 woo. And then it never happened.
It's not how you use that. But the point is that we have not got an awesome Star Wars game with incredible lightsaber fights.
But we want to see it happen on this, because not only would the lightsaber fights be cool, but doing a force push or force lightning or force choke just wouldn't have the same effect on any other platform.
Especially not this thing.
No, we tried that, no.
Number 9.
This is what the average person looks like when they play Kinect. They look like idiots. But what if more games use the Kinect with this in hand? Mass Effect 3, Skyrim, Steel Battalion, those games were on the right track, but we're still wondering what it would be like to have a hardcore game that requires both the controller in your hands and the Kinect for other functions you just can't do otherwise. Balance has to be found. If you're gonna keep pushing Kinect into the future, we're pretty sure it still involves a controller.
Number 8.
The press conference has been the same goddamn thing for the last 2 years. Really look at them. They all start the same way. Oh, there's a big green stage, Xbox 360, Microsoft logos everywhere. Lights come down. So, really dark and spooky. What's going on? Oh, it's Call of Duty, the brand new Call of Duty. It starts the same. A really slow, quiet, tense situation. You know, the guy playing it, he's moving really slowly, which gamers don't do that. They speed through it. He's moving slowly. It's like, oh, it's so tense. What's going on? Oh, is that noise? Look over there quick. Oh, plot, blah. Well, it's slowly tense. And then a black screen pops up and it says, well, in the interest of time. Oh, suddenly, there's explosions and shooting. Explosions. Call of Duty, hurry, crowd. Call of Duty logo, entire crowd. Call of Duty. Microsoft guy comes out, hey, we're Microsoft. We make a bunch of money. Here's some shit you don't care about. Shows off a bunch of games, you know, standard third-party stuff. And then they throw that aside and boom, new Halo. Holy crap, it's a brand new Halo. Teaser for Halo 4. Here's the multiplayer for Halo 4. Halo Reach, or freaking whatever. All this Halo stuff, and you're like, yay, Halo Anniversary Edition, yay. And then they throw that aside, like, oh, well, that's cool. How about some sports? Forza, EA Sports, Madden, basketball, blah, 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 a bunch of other crap you don't care about. And they throw that off to the side and they're like, hey, remember the Kinect? That's for hardcore gamers and we're gonna prove it to you. And then boom, a bunch of hardcore games all showing the Kinect. It's like, oh, but the Kinect's for family stuff too. So they show you a bunch of stupid family games for the Kinect. So it's like, oh, children dancing, a bunch of actors doing very poor things, maybe a little bit of dancing. And then like, oh, don't forget, it's for hardcore games too. They show one more surprise game that's all hardcore for the Kinect. And then everyone walks out, wondering why they came.
Number 7.
If everything's going digital, which it looks like it is, then it makes sense for Microsoft to want to lead the charge, right? Of course. Then why not lead the charge with one of the most untapped resources? I'm talking about Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2, Alan Wake Season 2, whatever you want to call it. It can be the episodic game that Xbox needs to push digital distribution forward. Plus, it's one of the few Xbox exclusives that hasn't got a sequel yet. What's up with that?
Number 6.
You know, this rumor's been debunked already, but we still want to see it happen. Xbox 360 games playable on Windows 8. Because why not?
Number 5.
One of the best downloadable games we've seen to date is still 2009's Shadow Complex. Another game we want to see make a return.
And as long as Nintendo's not doing anything two-dimensional with Metroid yet, we want something to fill our 2D adventure gap in our lives. Besides, isn't the second game like already fleshed out?
Yeah, it's like done. All it needs is a publisher. For the love of God, somebody make this happen. I'm starting a Kickstarter right now.
Number 4.
Oh, googly eyes.
We swear, we are not trying to say we want another 90 minutes of Kinect boredom, but in all honesty, some of the coolest things done with Kinect don't even have anything to do with video games at all. So, how do we say this? We want what this guy's doing. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty much what we're trying to say is the Kinect can do some amazing things when it's hacked by people, right? But what about when it's hacked by people who actually built it? We want to see you guys stretch the Kinect's wings and let it fly.
Number 3.
You've just been pelted over the head for 90 minutes with non-stop Connect. It is the most boring presentation of your life. You are ready for it to be over. It is done. The lights go down. But wait! As everyone's filing out, one image hits the screen. The new logo to the new Xbox. Oh my God, they said it wasn't gonna be there, but it's there! It knocked you right out of your seat.
Number 2.
Please give Rare a reason to exist. Please.
Nick, get up.
Oh.
It's time for the recap. Number 10, a real Connect Star Wars game.
Number 9, more Kinect games that use the real controller.
Number 8, a different presentation.
Number 7, Alan Wake 2.
Number 6, 360 games compatible with Windows 8.
Number 5, Shadow Complex 2.
Number 4, those kick-ass Connect apps.
Number 3, a teaser for the next box.
And number 2, a reason to keep Rare around. For God's sakes,
Please.
come on, make it happen.
It's number 1.
All right, so remember, this is the list of things we would like to see from Microsoft at E3 2012, not the stuff we expect. So we're promised we're not trolling with number 1.
We kind of are trolling.
Okay, so remember our top 5 worst moments of E3 2011 was kicked off by those terrible Kinect demonstrations.
Fist bump.
So awful, but what we'd like to,
We were thinking
know,
maybe if Microsoft could
bring them back.
themselves- Yes.
For the entire press conference.
It'd be so amazingly bad. It would be the greatest thing ever.
Even better, the entire thing could be run by just child actors.
Yes.
They'd have no idea what they're
Yes.
talking about. It would just
I
be
love
an
it.
amazing hour and a
Yes.
half of just non-stop horrible entertainment.
Yes! And even though they won't actually do a major press conference that way, let's be honest, the demonstrations from last year were pretty horrid.
Horrid!
And if you want some cool points in the eyes of gamers, it's always best to poke fun at your mistakes.
Okay, so maybe we're just having a little bit of fun. So if you want something that doesn't suck, head to ScrewAttack.com for all your E3 coverage, where you're gonna find all sorts of videos, first impressions, of course news, and the streams of every press conference live.
Woo!
It's gonna be nuts.
And if you want to know what we want to see from Nintendo and Sony at E3 this year, just check the description. Or the related videos. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on the page. Just look, you're not stupid.